Hello YouTube, this is a response video regarding the comments made about my video that I made 2 months ago. I'd like to highlight my own position and my own opinions on Europe, as well as clarify some of the points that I made. My own position regarding the European Union, I think it's fundamentally undemocratic. I think the Commission that is unelected, some of the highest paid members, the highest paid politicians in Europe are not directly elected. And when Jose Manuel Barroso was elected a few years ago, he was the only candidate that stood, and he was elected, funnily enough, with no opposition. I think if I were given the choice to enter the EU, if Britain was outside the EU and I was given the choice, I would vote no, in my opinion. And also, if we're given the choice to leave, I vote to leave. But I'm myself being a left-wing Eurosceptic, I don't believe that what UKIP stands for is right for the country. I think that what a lot of their members, major political faces, have said, such as Julia Atkinson, and the member of UKIP who was an MEP who stood for the Conservative seat not long ago, Roger Helmer. They are known as right-wing personalities within the Conservative Party, and millions of people would not agree with those views, and yet millions of people are now voting for UKIP. And I say this to Labour supporters who are voting for UKIP. If you want to promote change within your party, you have to get out there, you have to do it yourself, and you have to campaign. There's no point voting for a right-wing party that is professing privatisation of the National Health Service. I know Nigel Farage has appointed a new health spokeswoman who appeared on Question Time not long ago, but the ideology of the main figures of the party is right-wing. They are former Conservative. Nigel Farage promoted himself as the new Margaret Thatcher. He failed to gain a seat in the 1980s for the Conservative Party and left after the Maastricht Treaty. I mean, what does that say about Nigel Farage? I respect Nigel Farage greatly. I think he's he's a brilliant orator. And I do agree with quite a few of his views on the European Union. But it's about democracy. I don't believe we should leave so we can privatise our public services and cut government spending by more than 50%, which is the plan that Nigel Farage has made. There was a Guardian interview that he did, where he was interviewed and grilled about his personal political views, and it was mass deregulation. And there is a consequence to deregulation, and there's a consequence to sacking public sector workers, i.e. the horse meat scandal. After the Conservatives cut 700 inspectors, food standards inspectors, the horse meat scandal suddenly blew up, and I wonder why that was. So I think responding to the comments made by the people 2 months ago, especially a man called Andy Woodward, I think that it's fair enough that you have your own views. I respect the right for you to hold your own views, but if you don't hold right-wing views, why vote for a right-wing party? I think it's just a bit naive, really, to just vote on a whim and vote for UKIP. And I do agree with that there should be controls on immigration, and I do agree that we should control our own borders and the quality and the quantity of who came in. I don't think that that when we entered the European Union, I don't think people agreed with the mass immigration. We have net migration of 240,000. I think that does need to be addressed, but I don't think voting for UKIP is the answer. I mean, there were some really high hopes before the European election that the UKIP would hold the balance of power, but due to our voting system, I don't think they're going to gain more than 20 MPs. Now you can count me on that, and I may well be wrong, but the way our voting system works, it supports the largest block of votes for a single party. It doesn't matter if 80% didn't vote for the party that won the seat. As long as 20% of voters voted for a single party and the rest were all dotted around with smaller parties, then they're not going to win the seat. And I would support an alternative voting system which would allow greater democracy around the UK. I do think that needs to be addressed, but I don't think voting UKIP is the answer.